we've come to the midweek market day, the 28th of August. We've just got 3 more sessions before the end of the month. So we're just counting down final 72 hours for Frontier African markets. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. I am boosting Omofaye. The Nigerian market eked out 0.5% gain on Tuesday, shaking off all the negatives we saw last week. The market continued in that upward trajectory led by the entire 5 key segments of the market: oil and gas, banking, insurance, consumer goods, industrial goods, all lifted the market strongly on Tuesday. So the BRPM also went up by almost the same margin, roughly 0.5% at 250. 52 in Côte d'Ivoire. The shares of Ecobank Transnational of Togo climbed roughly 8% on Tuesday, adding to the rest of the upside that we saw in that market. The Egyptian market also up 0.75% thereabout, taking the EGX 30 to 30,360 today. The Nairobi market fell back 0.5%. However, as we saw a big sell-off in the shares of some of the biggest banks, ABSA, KCB Group, as well as non-banking names such as Safaricom. So we're looking at that. The Absa Bank reported its first half 2024 numbers to the market, and of course we'll give you details of that before the end of the week. The JSE was 0.43% better in South Africa. The rand, however, lost less than 1/10. Around 17.7 to the US dollar to finish off its 2-day trading day. That's taking the GSE, however, to 84,553. Let's move on. Checking with the East African corridor. And the news we're coming up through this morning was that the Bank of Uganda has given a license to Flutterwave, which is headquartered in Nigeria, to operate as a payment service operator in the Ugandan economy. Of course, Ugandan economy is about 31% youth based. So there's a whole lot of digital need, financial need for this East African landlocked economy. That's just news coming through the APO group reporting through its online platform this morning that Flutterwave has gotten that approval to start operation to the Bank of Uganda. The central bank is going to go ahead, and it's going to be a whole new horizon for Flutterwave. Agbola, who is the CEO of Flutterwave, says this is a significant step for Flutterwave in ensuring that Africa is financially connected. And that's the news this morning as we wake up to Wednesday, the 28th of August. In the meantime, good news for Africa, and this time specifically to Ethiopia. The world's leading aerospace company, Boeing, is setting up its new African headquarters in Addis Ababa. The decision to set up in Ethiopia was because, according to the Boeing Africa CEO, the idea was because Ethiopia has set up itself as a hub for commercial aviation in Africa and has done really well and will continue to do that. The deal will also involve Boeing's putting up footprints in terms of aviation aircraft maintenance as well as support services in Addis Ababa. And that's some good news we can use. And congratulations to Prime Minister Abiy and the rest of his team in Ethiopia. Now, Equity Bank of Kenya has appointed Oscar Njuguna as the director in charge of sustainability reporting. That's a very key one for this iconic banking business name in Kenya and the entire East and Central Africa. And Kenyan banks are reporting a decent 75% profit from their operations in Tanzania, while Ethiopia is looking to its New Year anniversary over the next couple of weeks. So in the meantime, the government is importing millions of tons of cooking oil and sugar to taper local prices of those items for the season just ahead. And Rwanda's Revenue Authority has opened the 2024 immovable property tax declarations window. You want to look that up if you are within that country. Let's get on to West Africa, where Nigeria's latest GDP numbers for second quarter is still being discussed. The country's telecommunications and ICT sector flagged, though bucked the trend of being the iconic sector in the economy over the past several years by reporting lower GDP figures for the second quarter, April to June this year. In the meantime, Nigeria's bad bank, AMCON, Asset Management Corporation of Nigeria, was set up 15 years ago to clean up the mess in the banking sector. Now, AMCON itself is in a mess of its own. The new CEO, Alade, spoke to the journalists on Tuesday and says forensic audit by PwC has been ordered to look at the operations and all the asset seizure and sale done by AMCON since inception, and will report very soon. It says it's bothered that issue of corruption are being leveled against the Asset Management Corporation of Nigeria. Keep an eye on that. The bad bank going bad itself due to internal issues around corrupt practices. Let's go to Ghana. The birth defects has been linked to heavy metals and chemicals in the use of galamsey, while Ghana is starting the Tema Motorway reconstruction project, about $350 million US. That will be the cost for that. And we're getting ready for the 60th anniversary of that iconic DFI in Africa, the EFDB group headquartered in Cote d'Ivoire. That will be on September 9 and 10. EFDB will officially clock 60 years in existence. Congratulations to Dr. Kimobi Additional and all the past presidents and team members of the EFDB group for flying the flag of Frontier Africa. Let's see what's making the splash this morning in South Africa. Zimplats, I've got a couple of number of earnings announcement. Zimplats, which is Zimbabwe Platinum, is reporting full year profits down sharply to $8.2 million. That's US dollars, not Zimbabwean dollars, from $205 billion in the previous year of 2022. Airtel Malawi notice back to the market on Tuesday that is full year 2023 loss after tax will be between 15.1 billion to 15.7 billion local currency. And Zambia's ZESCO, that's the agency responsible for electricity, says there's a significant power supply gap coming in the month of September. He says, the agency chief executive says there's a big problem. Zambia is going down on its knees practically in terms of power supply because the impact of El Nino drought is going to take one of the dams, hydropower plants, down to ground zero over the next couple of weeks. It's a very critical situation in Zambia, facing electricity shortage and problems of the drought impacting agriculture and food security. Zambia needs all the help it can get. In the meantime, Naspers in South Africa is reporting about 91.4 billion rand e-commerce boost for its operations in Africa's most advanced economy, while Namibian Breweries is investing about 394 million Namibian dollars in wine packaging facility. That's the economic and business news headlines out of Southern Africa this Wednesday. Let's finish it up in North Africa, with Egypt floating an international bid for oil and gas exploration in the Mediterranean and the Nile Delta. Egypt is looking to revamp its oil and gas production very quickly, with Egypt importing natural gas from other countries as well to shore up its electricity supplies within the country. In the meantime, Morocco's Atlantic Arc Initiative is deepening or redefining Africa-Europe relations. That's coming to a top. EU officials speaking earlier this week. In Tunisia's port of Radi's activity is up about 17% as at the end of June. That's quite some good news for the Tunisian authorities, where Italian police has fined Air Arabia Morocco, which is an airline, about 85,000 euros for failure to provide passenger data for one of its flights into Casablanca. And those are your headlines, your Frontier opening bell this Wednesday. Have a great day, everyone. Enjoy the rest of the week as well. Go online, watch the show again, follow us on all social media platforms, and we'd like to hear back from you. Bye for now.